If I were to take one hammock on a year-long road trip, which hammock would it be and why? Let's talk about it. What is going on, friends? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Rob Pelton and I do a lot of outdoor adventure videos, a lot of backpacking, a lot of travel, and now a lot of living out of a car type content. But as I am traveling, I'm not always getting the opportunity to sleep in a hammock just because of the kind of work I'm doing in the areas I'm in. I've been sleeping in a rooftop tent, which is okay, but it's no hammock. Right now we're teaching a 2-day course at the Merritt Island National Wildlife Refuge. Now the cool part about this place is Cape Canaveral is right there. We actually saw one of the rockets go off this morning. Here's a little footage of that. Now it wasn't the best, but we heard it and we actually felt it, and hopefully we can catch another launch here in a couple days. And since we teach a lot of these courses on a lot of these federal lands, we sometimes have access to places that most people don't. For instance, this is a private campground, only used for educational purposes, like Boy Scouts, different organizations come here, but it's not reservable. The public cannot camp here. We were fortunate enough to be able to camp here all by ourselves. We actually saw some manatees down by the water, but they have a camping area for hammocks. As we were preparing for this year-long road trip, we had to be very mindful of the things that we took with us, because the only space we have to carry things is the inside of a Subaru Outback, which means the things we chose had to serve a purpose and it had to fit. Now in my backpacking life, I'm primarily a hammock camper. I love sleeping and camping in hammocks. Now for years and years and years, I've rocked the War Bonnet Ridgerunner hammock. It's a bridge style hammock. If you don't know, I have a whole playlist on that Ridgerunner hammock. Most of you found me because of that Ridgerunner hammock, but I had to use a different set of criteria for this adventure. I realize I'm losing the light. It's almost 6:30. So the criteria for the hammock was it had to be compact, it had to be warm, it had to be easy, and it had to be fast to set up. It's also really windy. If the only criteria was comfort, I would have went with the Ridgerunner, but that's not all the things I had to consider. So what did I go with? If you guessed the Superior hammock, by Superior Gear, you would be correct. Why? Well, it's easy. It's got an integrated underquilt. I'm in Florida right now. It's going to get down to 60 degrees tonight. And I realize that sounds warm, but even at those temps, you need insulation underneath you. And for a top quilt, I have a 30-degree top quilt. I'm going to be plenty warm tonight. So it was very, very easy. The setup for this hammock is extremely fast. One strap on a pole, another strap on a pole, click, click, you're done. And then there's the Rainfly. The Rainfly by UGQ is their 12-foot hanger Rainfly. It's very simple, very effective. And if you want to know more information about these, I'll actually leave a video in the description where I go over my hammock choices and why they're good. And I go over the differences in my tarp choices as well. So feel free to look at those videos down in the comment area. This is the first time I've been able to hang. I'm really looking forward to sleeping in that tonight. I hope it doesn't rain and I hope there's no hurricanes. Now, Superior Gear is located right in Minnesota, basically my hometown. I know Danny, the owner, great guy, has put a lot of his heart and blood, sweat, and tears into this company and in the products he makes. So if you want to know more about Superior Gear hammocks, there's a lot of YouTube videos outlining the benefits of these particular hammocks. And more importantly, if you want to buy one, I'm not associated with Superior Gear. I'll leave a link to their website down below. They are fantastic. They're easy. It takes out all the fiddle factor in getting an actual hammock. When it comes to hammocks and sleeping, you want to be sure to get an actual camping hammock. Just a regular old hammock is not going to work. This is designed for comfort and it's designed for actual sleep. Okay, so that's me singing the praises for Superior hammock. Danny, if you're watching, Pete, what's up? But I still love my Ridgerunner, don't get me wrong. I just couldn't bring it on this trip. It was too much considering the space I had. But when I get a chance to hang on this adventure, on this road trip, I'm gonna hang. But until next time, get out on trail, find your own adventure, find a place to hang, check out Superior Hammock, and enjoy this big, beautiful world. We'll see you on the next one. Later. Of course it's raining.